Daniel. I haven't heard from him for a while. I think I'll answer this call.
Hi, Ed. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all, Daniel. Good to hear from you. I'm actually just waiting for Alison at the moment. We're doing some preparation for the next KidZone slot, and we're talking about prayer this time.
Ah, yeah, prayer. I'm not really sure how prayer works.
Well, Daniel, prayer is really just talking to God, and it's not difficult. It's really just as easy as keeping in touch with one of your friends.
What? You mean God's on Facebook and Twitter? I'm surprised I haven't noticed. Is he one of your friends?
Well, yes, he is one of my friends, but it's not on Facebook. You don't need a phone or a tablet to talk to God. You can just speak to him.
Really? What about email?
Uh, you don't need email. You don't need any of these things to talk to God. You can just talk to him directly because he's listening.
Listening? To me? Really?
Yes, Daniel, God is always listening. And he loves it when he hears us talking to him.
Oh. But what if we're all talking together? He won't be able to tell what anyone's saying.
Don't worry, Daniel. God can hear if we all pray together, or one at a time, or even if we don't say any words out loud, because God can hear what we're thinking.
Oh, cool. But Ed,
Yes, Daniel.
um, my friend Geraint speaks Welsh and Yannick speaks Polish at home. Do they need to speak English to speak to God? And what about people who can't speak English at all? That seems a bit unfair if God can't understand them.
Well, you don't need to worry about that, because God understands Polish and Welsh and any other language. He makes us all, made us all, so he knows all about us, even what language we're happier speaking. But Daniel, you're not the only one to be a little bit confused about prayer. Even some of Jesus's friends were not sure how to do it.
Oh,
And so they asked him for some help and advice.
and what did he say?
Well, he gave them an example, a kind of sample prayer. We call it the Lord's Prayer.
Oh, I've heard of that. They sometimes do it in assembly when the Reverend James comes to see us. It has lots of difficult words in it.
It does, but our friend Andy has written a much simpler version, which is easier to understand. I can send it to you if you like.
Oh, that'd be great. I like to know what things mean.
Somebody once told me there are four types of prayer. They've got rather long names, like adoration,
Mm?
confession, thanksgiving, and supplication. Um, and if you listen to the first letter of each, it gives you a very simple word. It says acts, and that's quite easy to remember. But the words themselves are not so easy. Here's a simpler version. The words mean you're great, I'm sorry, thank you, and please.
Oh, right. I didn't know any of these big words, but I understand your words.
So in Jesus' prayer, he starts with us remembering that God is great and that he is in charge. But he's also our Father who loves us.
Oh, that's the Our Father bit.
That's right. And then there's a please. Please give
Please.
us what we need.
Oh, I get that bit too.
And after that, it's sorry, forgive us. Each of us knows what we need to say sorry for, but there is another bit to it. If we want God to forgive us, we must also forgive other people.
Is that bit really necessary? I mean, even if they've been proper nasty.
I'm afraid so, Daniel, because Jesus said it, and so it's important. The last bit is thank you. Saying thank you to God for being our Father, for listening to us, and for forgiving us and for helping us.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'll need to try and remember these.
Why don't you make up some kind of reminder to help you? I know, if you come up with something and send it to me, I'll make it available for the children in KidZone, and they can use it to remind themselves too. You do the outline, and they can decorate it and fill it in for themselves.
That's a great idea. I love doing art and crafts. I'll send it to you later.
That would be really helpful. So, has that made prayer a little clearer, Daniel?
I think so, Ed. Can I try it now?
Why not? You can pray anytime. It's just like talking to your dad. And you don't need to use big words to talk to your dad, do you? Just tell God what you want to say, just as if you were talking to one of your other friends.
Really?
Really?
Okay, here goes. Dear God, Daniel here. I expect you already know that my granny isn't too well at the moment, and I'm a bit worried about her. Please, could you help her? Thank you. Oh, and I'm sorry about calling Geraint names. Is that it? It's really easy, just like talking to a friend. Anybody could do it.
That's right, Daniel. Anyone can do it.
Wow. Hey, that's great, Ed. Thanks for that. If I'd known it was that easy, I'd have done it sooner. I'm going to go now and make up that remembering thing, and I'll send it to you later. Thanks. Bye. See you soon.
Okay, bye, Daniel. Great to see you again. Okay, bye.
Sorry about that. I was on a call. Right, shall we start getting KidZone sorted out?
Well, don't worry. Daniel and I have it covered.
What? Even the craft?
Yeah, even the craft.
That's great. In that case, we can have a cuppa. I'll go put the kettle on.
Smashing idea. Got any nice biscuits?
See what we got.